What's up guys, Brian's here, welcome back to the channel. Sorry for not posting anything for a while, I've just been very busy with work and I didn't have much time to record my gameplay. But I will try my best to get more videos out, hopefully you guys still interested. Anyways, we are having a Swords of Legends online videos today. And it is about one of the newer raids that were recently released. I'll walk you through my gameplay and I'll give you some tips on how to clear this raid if you're struggling to do so, and let's get started guys. Okay, a quick disclaimer before we get into the guide. We are doing this with one tank and a bar healer. You must have a bar healer in your team if you want to do this with one tank, otherwise you will need two tanks for this raid. At the start of the raid you want to lure the boss to the left a little bit, because later on you need to drop your poison off to the right. And as you're damaging the boss, he will use a skill called Darcy Gazer. And what that skill does is it's showing up a couple of black AoE circle under your feet. Randomly, I think like 2-3 DPS will get those. You just have to dodge it out of the area and you should be fine. A skill to watch out for is called Soji Shot right there. It will aim at your tank, and your tank will got a debuff, which makes your tank vulnerable to damage. And if you have a second tank, your off tank needs to switch in right after the main tank get hit by the chi shots. But if you have a bar healer though, the healer can freeze the main tank every other chi shot, or every other 2 chi shot, so that the tank the debuff will run out and the tank can continue tanking the chi shot again. Randomly at times, you will see a couple of red arrows under your boss, and you would want to back out and dodge the arrow, because if you get hit by the tornado from the arrow, you'll get knocked up and get a debuff. And this debuff lasts for a minute. It'll do damage over time every 3 seconds. It is stackable, but at the very first phase you can ignore that and just be like me and put on damage reduction and immune CC and continue to damage the boss. But at phase 2 you might want to dodge that, because it'll be hard for your healer. It'll be harder for your healer. Anyways, after that you will sometime get a poisonous seed into your character. You will see a poison debuff on your character, as you can see right there. What you do in this situation is just go to a corner, your healer will cleanse you, you drop the poison off, and you can come back and do the damage to the boss as usual. And I think that's pretty much all the mechanics for the phase 1. Phase 1 will last about 3 minutes. You want to damage the boss to around 60% of the boss HP before you go to phase 2, and you should be good to go there. So yeah, phase 1, here we go. He's gonna come to, at the end of phase 1, he's gonna go to the middle and cast a skill called I forgot what it called, sacred skill, the world creation, and it will do a huge damage. Just stay away from the middle. It will divide the map into 2 areas, a dark chi area and a light chi area. The remaining phase 2 would be the same as phase 1, except you have to manage your dark chi stack and your light chi stack. The light chi stack make you vulnerable to damage, would make you easier to kill, and the dark chi stack is increasing your dot damage. You're getting damage over time. It's like a poison. So what you want to do is stay in the dark area. You have your tank stay right in the middle, a little bit to the dark area, a little bit enough so if you need to cleanse his dark chi, he just have to walk to the right or into the light area a little bit and it will cleanse it. So phase 2 gonna be exactly like phase 1, except you just have to manage your dark chi. As you can see right there, I have 18 stack. I walk to the light area and it cleanses off, and I walk back right to the dark area. And I think that is pretty much the mechanic for this boss. As long as you have good enough damage and your tank can manage the chi shot correctly, you interrupt the chi shot on time. And if your bar healer if you have 2 bar healer, that'll be the best. You can take turn and freeze the boss. I mean, not freeze the boss, I mean the tank. And you can only need 1 tank and the rest of them can DPS. But if you don't have a bar healer that can freeze on time and know the mechanics well, you can have 2 tanks, and the second tank just have to swap in every chi shot to make sure that they run out, the debuff run out, and your tank won't get one shot by the boss. And I think that is pretty much it for this boss. The next time he's doing the world creation damage, it's gonna be at 6 minutes. As you can see there, it's 5 minutes and 30 seconds right there. And I got a debuff again. I have to drop off the poison. Coming back. And stay. See, one of us didn't drop off the poison on time. The poison now staying on the middle of the map. That's why it's important for you to drop the poison in a corner, so that the melee DPS can damage the boss correctly. And again, I think at 6 minutes he's gonna do his second damage. You want to stay on the dark area when he do the second big AoE damage, because if you stay on the light area, you'll be prone to more damage. Just to be safe, you can use your damage reduction here, but I didn't have mine, so that's why I took a big hit right there. And continue on, and you will be able to beat this boss. But you will be wiped if he's doing his world creation the 3rd time. He'll be enraged and he will do massive damage to your team, technically one shot everybody. So that is pretty much for this guy. Good luck, guys, when you're doing this raid. Hopefully you'll be able to clear it with my tips. I hope you enjoy the video, guys, I have for you guys, and hope my tips help you clear this raid if you haven't able to. As long as your DPS is on point, you should be able to clear this raid with no problem. And if you'd like to see more videos in the future, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.